You know, it's no secret the holidays can be expensive, and this year, dealing with the pandemic, financial strains can make budgets even tighter. So today, SDCCU is hosting a free webinar that could help you out, and Sarah Bilyeu is here to talk more about this. Good morning to you. Thanks so much for being here, Sarah.
Good morning.
Hey, you're always on our show telling us how we can save money and how we can be smart with finances. That's something we need to hear this time of year, because even though I try and I feel like I'm getting good deals for the holidays, for Christmas gifts, boy, that mid-January credit card bill comes and it just hurts.
It can,
yeah.
And so that's why we're here talking with you today.
So what do you guys got going on here today? How's it going to help folks?
So at 12 o'clock, we are hosting a Breezing Through the Holidays webinar, which is going to offer attendees a number of tips to save during the holidays and not go further into debt.
Okay, well, we want the savings for dummies here this morning from you. Can you give us a little sneak peek, give us a few tips on what we can be doing?
Sure. I think the first tip, and probably the most important, is to make a budget. You want to start your shopping with a plan. And it's also important to not only include gifts in your budget, but pretty much the full scope of your holiday spending. So you also want to include the wrapping paper, any food budget for your holiday meals. So just don't leave anything out. And once you have it, stick to it.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. That's the tough part. You're right, because you can budget for gifts, but there's so many last-minute things around the holidays that seem to pop up, and you just keep sliding that card. And before you know it, it's like you went way over your budget.
There really are so many things that can creep up. And so you definitely want to stick to it. And when you are out there shopping, stores strategically place items at the front of the register and at the front of the stores to entice you to grab them. They're, your impulse shopping. And so don't do that. Stick to your budget.
It's like they have a full-time person that's like solely working the end caps of those stores, right? They just know what we need, and you just throw it in, and you don't even blink an eye. Look, Sarah, this time of year is very stressful, right, for a lot of people. Money and stress, it goes hand in hand. So, what can we do to maybe combat that stress? I'm assuming finances has a lot to do with it.
Yes, and especially this year during the pandemic, and so many people are facing hardship, and we have stay-at-home orders again that are impacting a lot of individuals. Another thing, it's important to just be honest with yourself and your loved ones. No one wants you to go further into debt by buying gifts for them, and so just be honest on what you can afford, and have those conversations with your loved ones. My family, we agree to just purchase gifts for the kids. And so it definitely helps limit our spending every year.
I remember this past spring when we had the shutdown, the first round of shutdowns. I was saving quite a bit, right? Because you're supposed to be staying home. Is that going to maybe help people's budget a little bit if they are following the rules?
I think so. But again, I think it all starts with that plan and sticking to it. And also when it comes to the plan ahead, even with your groceries, and aim to save when you're out there. In the grocery store, look for the store brands and not the name brands. A lot of times the quality is just as good. Use your coupons, and also ask for price matches. A lot of stores will match prices. They don't necessarily advertise that. I know I always ask for price matches, and my husband gets embarrassed, but I have no shame in it. You just have to ask for it.
Yeah, he's not embarrassed when the credit card bill shows up, because that can really add up. Those savings can. Yeah, I'm clipping the coupons too, so it really does help out. Sarah, I always appreciate your financial advice and tips, and remind us about the event today, where people can learn more.
So SDCCU.com/FWW, you can register for our Breezing Through the Holidays webinar. It starts at noon.
Got it. All right. Thanks again, Sarah, for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You know, it's just funny because you'll get these coupons, and you might not need that grocery item now, but if you get like a couple coupons for frozen vegetables, so you're always going to use frozen vegetables.
You know, my husband's really good at this too. He's like, I always am going to want ice cream, so he saves all those. I mean, and then all of a sudden we have tubs of ice cream.
Yeah, well,
bring it on.
Yes.
But she was speaking my language when she said they put stuff that you may need last minute. I'm such a last minute at the register. Oh, I need that. They're good.
Those
they know what they're doing.